what it was. Y'all know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Itself. And I figured I'd put y'all down with a little cosmic insight for the day. And say, man, it's Saturday. And so what we gonna do is we're gonna jump back into these rising signs. And I can't lie to y'all, man. This time shit might just get a little weird. Cause this right here, this gonna be a little something about those people that have Aquarius rising in their natal chart. And before I even go there, you already know what I'm gonna do first, man. I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit about what I'm going to bring y'all a little bit on what the Ascendant is in astrology. And then after that, I'm gonna bring y'all some of the characteristics and the personality traits that come along with being an Aquarius rising or an Aquarius Ascendant. And then after that, I'm gonna set the table, put the houses into place, and kind of tell you what's been going on in your life, maybe a little bit. Yeah, stay tuned. But without further ado, I guess it ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's go. I done poked myself in the motherfucking eye trying to be cool. Let me quit. Anyway. So the rising sign or the ascendant, this is the sign that was rising from the east at the exact moment that you were born. You know, and whatever degree that it's at, that's where your first house cusp starts, okay? That's why knowing the exact time of birth is, you know, is pivotal and accurately interpreted in the birth chart. It also sets the table and puts the houses into place, which can really tell the story of your life if read the right way. It plays a pivotal role in the big three that consists of the sun, the moon, and the rising, you know, and they really make up the basis of your personality, really. And so the ascendant is how you come across to others. It's that outward personality that you project. It's the sign that you seem like you might be to other people. And it might be the same as your sun sign or your moon sign. And that might line up, but oftentimes it's not. So it's kind of like when people see you, they like, that's a so-and-so or that's a so-and-so. You know what I mean? It's just right there. It's the energy that you project outwardly, man. You know, also, whatever planet that rules your ascendant sign, that's going to be known as your chart ruler. So pay attention to the house placement, of that planet to really gain some insight into how motherfuckers really rock and, you know, and why too. This is the vehicle that you use to get to the sun sign, whereas the moon sign is the engine, kind of, you feel me? And so let's talk a little bit about these Aquarius risings, huh? I ain't gonna call y'all no weirdos, man. Let me light my shit though. So, off the rip, you know, you're gonna notice that these motherfuckers here are gonna be at odds with the norm and striking in some motherfucking way. Whether it be their electric energy, the statement they're making by the way that they're dressed, them gauges in their ears, their wild ass hair or hairstyle or hair color, you know? I'm gonna stop playing. But, you know, the tattoos, whatever, they are something else, man. You know, think about The Weeknd and that shit that he's been doing with them bandages and that fucked up face with them prosthetics and shit, man. The Weeknd, that's an Aquarius riser, man. Think Nicki Minaj, man, and her whole thing, man. Johnny Depp, Shia LaBeouf, man, and his many eccentricities, you know what I'm saying? Yes, these motherfuckers can be odd, but that's usually because they're unable to conform due to being light years ahead of everybody else in their status quo. That's just what that was, you know. Their look can be shocking to some motherfuckers, but it can also be inspiring to others, you know. That's just how it goes. They defy trends, but paradoxically, they also start them motherfuckers too. And that's because they dare to be different. On another note too, as with any other Aquarius placement, These are very fucking friendly and engaging people in a broad sense, but also emotionally detached and non-sentimental at all. They get along with any and everybody, but they really don't fuck with nobody. Not too tough anyway, you see? Aquarius Ascendant's first impression is one of somebody that's up for everything and could do anything at any moment. So you really have to be prepared in dealing with that with them. Another paradox is that, they're usually the loner within the group. They're a part of this shit and down to the fullest, but it ain't personal. It's about the motherfucking group, the motherfucking team, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucking gang. And it's also in this way that they kind of end up sticking out because they understand what's good for the whole by being individual. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? They say that both Saturn and Uranus rule Aquarius. And I think that having Saturn with Capricorn in the 12th, it adds to that fixed dynamic and quality to Uranus in the first, or, even vice versa. And that's kind of a little hint to what makes those people go. And Uranus is unpredictable and Saturn is discipline, structure. You just got to think about those things. These are those motherfuckers who just suddenly vanish from motherfucking parties and events without saying goodbye. And everybody is like, oh, that's just, him, or, that's just her. And that eccentricity that they exhibit, it's kind of alluring to people. They wish that they had that much gusto themselves. So, that's what's up with the Aquarius risings, man. They're completely brilliant and their nature is shocking. And they kind of come to this plane of existence to get people's attentions and wake them the fuck up. Wake them the fuck up. Okay, back. Everything about them is a statement to uniqueness and authenticity, man. You know what I'm saying? And they don't try, you know what I'm saying? And I can testify to that. They just do. That's just them. You know what I'm saying? You want people to not be afraid to be their motherfucking selves. So you lead by example. You know what I mean? And I respect it. I definitely do. They're stubborn in their freedom and their image typically reflects the same exact thing. They're a breath of fresh air that the universe gives between lightning strikes. Yeah, that's what I want to describe them as. You know what I'm saying? They can see shit that others miss because their emotions don't get in the motherfucking way. They can read your motherfucking mind because they don't let how they feel about you mix shit up. You know what I'm saying? They are trendsetters and boundary breakers, and pardon me. And, the world is pushed forward by their innovations. And I mean, through quantum leaps, as I always say. And so that's a little bit about them. And there's so much more I could go because there's so much that I don't understand. With the Uranus here, it's just unpredictable, man. And these people are brilliant, genius type motherfuckers. And they are making statements by how they come across to you. They got them gauges in their ears. They done Shia LaBeouf walking around with that fucking bag on his head. You know what I mean? The Weeknd with them bandages and then, making this statement like they're saying something. Pay attention. Wake the fuck up. And you might get a message that is inspiring and enlightening, and it might help you want to be you. And so now it's time for us to set these tables, okay? And put the houses into place. And so the first house for Aquarius rising or Aquarius ascendants, we already talked about that. It's Aquarius and it's ruled by Uranus and Saturn a little bit. And that means you're just different, man. You're just different, misunderstood. You don't try to stand out. You just fucking do. Probably a trendsetter, rebellious, friendly, but non-emotional, courageous. You know what I'm saying? Unpredictable, eccentric brilliance. That's the term I'll give you for it. And so the second house, and you can go review. We just talked about all the stuff that's going on in the first house when we were talking about the characteristics that go along with being an Aquarius rising. You understand? And so the second house is Pisces, and it's ruled by Neptune. And what I say is like, money ain't everything to them. Love is. And they will probably give you the shirt off their motherfucking back. And on the other side of that is they're also the type that probably got mattress money put up too. Cause the water here to me represents that the flow of money was possibly either secretive or directionless when they were younger. You know, something about the situation was mysterious, but they still share freely. That's just kind of what they're about. And in sharing freely, you know, that's what they value. You know, they value dreams. They value love. They value compassion. This is like Venus in Pisces right here. This is unconditional love right there. That's what they value. And so third house is Aries or Mars and Mars, pardon me. And y'all are very fucking assertive and aggressive communicatively, outspoken, impatient. You know, you're the type that wants to say what the fuck they want to say and move on without listening to everybody motherfucking else, you know? And that's some bullshit. Probably very contentious or always fighting with your siblings when you were growing up because you just have an extremely competitive nature. And even in school, you were probably very competitive academically. And this might have been nudged on by your parents or whatever. Like, you wanted to be the smartest motherfucker in the room and you wanted to make the best grades. You know, you just have a warrior mentality in anything that you're attacking. You just have an aggressive mind. You think quickly too. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no time for delay. You don't weigh your options. Like, you make a decision and you get it done. You know what I'm saying? So that's respectable too. And the fifth house, this is Gemini. No, I skipped the fourth. My bad. Going back to the fourth. The fourth is Taurus and Venus too. And so this probably means that you grew up in a traditional home with specific values in which they, I say that they played, you might have probably played the role of black sheep or rebel, but you still respected the structure and value it and probably employ it in your lifestyle once you're grown now. You know what I'm saying? Financial stability was probably paramount in your home. I can also say that. And they desire a purpose-driven life. Money and their possessions, you know, that can get them in their feelings too, you know. That's just what it is. But that's a very stable energy right there with that fourth house being Taurus like that. And so the fifth house and the fourth house, understand, this is the opposite of the 10th. And so this is home. This is the IC. You know what I'm saying? And the 10th is the MC. And we're going to get to that in a second. And the fifth house, this is Gemini and Mercury. And this is fun, man. This is fun, man. This is laughter. This is like Chris Rock. This is a writer, a director, a comedian. They want to put their life experience on center stage, man. They want to share for real. You know what I'm saying? They're jovial communicators, man. These are poets. This is conversation rules the nation, man. Like, this is, I want to show y'all, man, like, this is comedian energy right there, man. And they know it too, man. And so the sixth house is Cancer and it's ruled by the moon. And I say that you're probably very nurturing at work and you want work to be a family environment. You know what I'm saying? Or you might actually work with your family with this being right here, with the sixth house being Cancer. And you might be very nurturing, you know, to other people's health, or you might be nurturing to your own health. Like, you might always be on it. You know what I'm saying? You might get emotional about your job, you know what I'm saying, and have issues off that. You know what I mean? You might have health issues with your stomach, your chest, you know what I mean, or your lungs. Like, that's just kind of what goes along with that sixth house energy. This is your health, your body, you know, it's Virgo energy. And so the seventh, this is ruled by Leo and the sun. And, you know, you want to be appreciated by your lover, man. And, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, you don't want no motherfucker clinging on you either. You're attracted to strong, independent, creative people. You know what I'm saying? You want a partner that makes you laugh, but also, you know what I'm saying, handle themselves like a boss when the need is there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want someone to be proud of and that's proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be in a relationship with somebody where y'all can both be individuals that stand out and y'all can both get y'all shine on. Like, that's what y'all want. And I think that's fucking awesome. And so the 8th house is Virgo, is ruled by Mercury. And these people want sex routinely, routinely. And when the lights go out, you know what I'm saying? They want to tend to all the details. I could say that. Their body is probably always transforming too. And they may see extremes in their health. I could say that, you know, like you see him one day and this motherfucker's at the point of death, you know what I'm saying? And then the next time you see him, they be robust like a motherfucker or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? These people also make excellent accountants because, the 8th house is the house of other people's resources. So with Virgo here, like you tend to the details so well. So that's a little insight into that. Moving on though. The 9th house is Libra and it's ruled by Venus. And this says that you're very fair-minded in your beliefs. You know what I mean? One of your grandparents might have been a Libra or carried that energy or may have been a lawyer even. Extremely open-minded and ambivalent and apathetic in your philosophies. I could also say that. You know what I'm saying? Them or I could say y'all or your partner, you know what I'm saying, might have attended the same church or even met there because this is Libra. This is your relationships also. They could study art. They could study fashion design or something artistic and maybe possibly somewhere foreign and beautiful with this being in the 9th house. Like that's what they want to do. These are the people that go abroad to study. And so wherever they go, like they gonna go study something that's beautiful to them, man. And so the 10th house or your midheaven, this is Scorpio and it's ruled by Pluto. And this just says that you are extremely laser focused and ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably make excellent detectives, psychologists, maybe something with astrology or the occult even. Just don't try to take my job. Now we can all eat and it's all love. I just be playing, man. I just be playing. They're driven, intense, persistent, and you know what I'm saying? They will not fucking lose. For the Scorpio midheaven, you do not fucking lose because you're going to transform into whatever you need to be to make it where you need to go. And someone might even say you're ruthless. Or you might even be using sex and manipulation to do your damn thing, you know. That's very interesting, having that Scorpio midheaven. But we kind of discussed that when we dropped the Pluto in the 10th house video. So y'all can review that to understand that because that's exactly what it is right here. And so the 11th house is Sagittarius and it's ruled by Jupiter. And what this says to me is like, they love to travel with their friends or their friends may be from all over the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? Their friends come and go and they're cool with it because their mission ain't changed, man. They have to share beliefs with their friends too. That's something that just has to fly like that. It just has to fly like that. And, the 12th house, summing it up, this is Capricorn. And what this says is they know what the fuck they want. They know what the fuck they want. What's up, y'all? They know what the fuck they want, man. And they have strict principles. And they're also very structured subconsciously. They have, you know, this fixed mentality with Saturn there. Like, these people have grit inside their mind. Like, inside their mind, man, like, they have goals. They have goals. And they know what the fuck they want to do. And they, in their mind, like, even if they're rebellious in nature, it seems like they respect rules. They respect structure. Okay? Say, man, this been cool. This been cool. Understand, man. It don't matter what your rising sign or ascendant is, man. It don't matter if it's Aquarius. It don't matter if it's Aries, which we finna talk about next. It don't matter if it's Libra or Scorpio. It don't matter if you're a Leo ascendant like my daughter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're a Capricorn ascendant like my son or Pisces ascendant like my other one. Like, say, man, just because you built like that, don't mean you have to build like that. Like, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. What the fuck you do is what the fuck you do, man. Understand that. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support. If y'all fooling with me, man, please like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Say, man, it's been trill, because that's all the fuck I know how to keep it. You know, and so in doing so, that's what I'm doing, keeping it.